Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube channel. We don't come again. Oh. This time around, now politicians again. Politicians, a good me we dey talk about them. But I know say all these politicians, this talk where we dey talk so, it dey affect them well. It dey affect them. The way we dey talk about them, or the way we dey expose them, the thing they touch them well. Imagine Aso Rock clinic for inside Aso Rock hospital no get syringe. Hospital no get syringe. Now Asha Buhari na im mouth na we for hear say hospital for inside Aso Rock no get syringe. Now they say they don't deliver some mask and hand gloves. Now only God know the person hand will go fair touch am. When I know say they don't care about the masses, they don't care about the people. As that hand glove come now their family now go fair get hold of those hand glove and mask. Our brother we dey here so na MACD, the wounded civilians. He get plenty talk, he get plenty things where he won't expose about all these our bad politicians. Make we hear from them, make we listen to them.
Since I'm going there to, is it not Nigeria not for everybody? These people don't give a shit about the poor masses. Now, if I wish Buhari to die, and so what? If it's wishing somebody death that will kill that person, I would have been very happy, because I have a lot of people that will wish death. People in this power, in government now. Where is this man, Osinbajo now? Where is Osinbajo now? They have turned him to ordinary ass boy, and I like him. I like it. He have no voice now. He can't challenge his slave master. But when it comes to election time, he will be sharing money. They call it trade out money. Now that the people are in problem now, this is not election time. Coronavirus is in town. People are running skater. Nigerian masses are they are afraid now. They are sleeping in fear, dying in fear, living in fear. They need money now. Why can't Osinbajo go out there and start sharing money now? Because they need money now to buy facilitator to cover the amount. They need money now to buy this sanitizer now. Why can't Osinbajo? Because he's hiding now. He's hiding in one room there in Aso Rock. Why can't he go out now, be sharing 10,000 now? They need trade out money now. They share money, they call it trade out money, to buy people's conscience, to buy people's votes. Now that people, it is now that people need that money. Let Osinbajo come out and start sharing that money. When we tell them you are sharing this money to buy people's conscience, they send traders money. Now that it is now they need the money now to take care of themselves. Let Osinbajo go out there and be sharing that money now. Share 10,000 now. When something happens to Osinbajo tomorrow, you say, oh, we are wishing him dead. Oh, we should sympathize. We should show him sympathy. So that kind of people sympathy. Buhari is 5 years in government. He have not been able to at least lay foundation of it. At least by now, I expect the way they say is Mr. Integrity. The man who always right. The man that do no wrong. He always right. He's not corrupt. Others are corrupt. 12 billion only for Aso Rock Clinic, and there is nobody there. They have to fly to Lagos now for treatment, and you expect the masses to be praying for people like that? It's an insult. Telling the masses, telling us to be praying for people like that. These people, they are of no good to Nigeria, to the poor masses in the country where they have no light. Imagine the people you want us to be praying for in a country where we don't have constant light. We don't have no light. These people said they have to, if you use generator, they have to pass a bill against generator. In a country where there is no light, they said they want to ban generator. Because there's poor man, if poor man can manage, buy petrol 500 naira or 1,000 naira, you know, at least you can give yourself light. But if you are doing business, you need light. With 1,000 naira petrol fuel, at least you can run your business. They said no, they don't want it. They don't want it now. But the poor masses should die in darkness. Otherwise, they want just to, because before they want to pass a bill against hate speech. They don't want us to talk. They don't want us to tell the world what they are doing to us. They don't want the poor masses. They don't want the poor masses to show to the world what they are passing through. They said when they saw that the SP bill failed, then I said, okay, let's ban generator because they don't have light, they don't have generator, they can't come online, they can't charge their phone. That is what all this banning generator is all about. Because how can you ban a generator in the country where they don't have light? These people have been acting so wicked, they have been so heartless, and you want the masses to pity people like that? You want the masses to pity people like that? Buhari, when Buhari was coming, he said $1 equal to 1 naira. Did $1 equal to 1 naira now? He came, a price of fuel was 80 something, I mean 90 something. He increased it to 140 something. Now return it back to 130. People are clapping. Is that how you want to help the people? Here in Europe, government is looking for how to pay people. I've not been outside. We lock ourselves in here. We don't go outside. We don't go outside. I'm here because of the coronavirus disease that is spreading rapidly now, threatening everybody, giving everybody headache. The only way this government of Nigeria can help the people is to reduce fuel pump to 130. And when you came, you met it at 90 something. If you want to do people good, reduce it to 1, because you were the same man, the same old man call for nationwide or organize a nationwide protest. All those stupid human rights activists, people like Felana, who cannot hold rally now. Felana and his partners in foolishness. They were all shouting, jumping like monkey at Toyota because a president want to increase fuel from 80 something to 90 something. Buhari came and increased it from 90 something to 140, and I'm not seeing any protest. That's why that is the reason why I don't have any feelings, any sympathy, any love for these people. I am not saying this because we are trying to say Jonathan was perfect. Jonathan government was corrupt too. Jonathan is the same with these people. But what we are saying, if you demonstrate under this man government, if you say during my government something went wrong or something goes wrong in my government, you demonstrate. When I'm no longer there, if your brother is dead and things did not change, it's your responsibility also to demonstrate. If you don't do that to me, you are all useless and stupid. It is we will lay curse on you. If it is possible, we'll be laying curse on you people because you are all the same. Fella, no, call it all those human rights nonsense. So Fella, for instance, cannot openly criticize this government without bringing in the past government. He can't try it. He have love for this government and he's deceiving himself. He can deceive us. If you want to criticize Buhari government. Don't come and bring all the past, bring Babangida, bring the rest. We are not talking about the rest now. We're not talking about Babangida. We're talking about Jonathan now. We're not talking about Abu Salam now. We're not talking about the past. We're talking about the present now. Buhari is the president who promised change, who promised to do things differently. He is doing worse. What the past government, what we blame the past government for. And Falana will come out be talking about what Babangida did. That's absolutely nonsense. Absolutely nonsense. Let's tell ourselves the truth. This is not about to talk about Babangida, who have ruled you and left power. He left power about almost 30 years ago. You still be talking about Babangida. If you want to talk to Buhari straight. When you were demonstrating, jumping like a mocking at Toyota during Jonathan time, you didn't remember Buhari. You didn't remember. You didn't talk about Babangida that time. The truth is that it's what we stand for. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you come from. I'm not saying Jonathan was perfect, but at least Jonathan is better than this man now. Look at Buhari. You will know this man is heartless. It is Fulani first. Have you ever seen they say we should pray, we should sympathize with Buhari, we should not wish him dead? Look, nobody wish anybody dead here, but we are happy for coronavirus is not affecting the poor yet. Let him finish or kill all these people in government. They have no use for Nigeria. They have no use for Nigeria. Kill all of them. Did Buhari care for other people apart from the Fulani? Did Buhari care for other tribe in Nigeria apart from his Fulani brother? Look at all the chief security officers in the country. They are all Fulanis in a country of over 200 something tribe. Over 200 something tribe. All the chief security officers, they are all Fulanis. So painful. That's not how to run a country. You all kept quiet. Then when coronavirus is in town, we are happy. We are happy. And those idiots will come and say we should sympathize with these people. Sympathize with them for what? Fulani have been going from state to state in this country with AK-47 on their shoulder, killing at will. Not one Fulani estimate terrorists are in police custody because they are decentralized with the president. What kind of nonsense is that? That we should pray for who? Because they provide job for the people. We should pray for these people because they provide job or what? 5 years. We're not talking about Jonathan government. We're not talking about Obasanjo government. We're not talking about Yar'Adua government. 5 years, but 5 years in power, in government, he cannot build one standard, European standard. Every day, every year, he will be reading budget of billion. The government that want to help his people, at least 3 or 4, one in the southeast, one in the north, one in the southwest. Oyibo standard. If it is possible, go and bring Oyibo to be running it. That's a president that care for his own people, but he never care because he have UK is there for him to run to whenever he's sick. Now we have a coronavirus in Abuja. You want us to let all of them perish and die there, including Osinbajo. Let all of them die there. They deserve it. They deserve it. Poor masses have been dying here, dying in Nigeria because of no good hospital. They have been dying, they sick and die. Now they said everybody should stay indoors. How can people take care of themselves? How can market women take care of themselves? How can market men take care of themselves? What are you talking about? We don't sympathize with these people. Buhari is sick and they are hiding it from us. It's not only Abakari. They are hiding it from us. Abakari have no business in solving our power problem. Him traveling to Germany for another reason. Maybe he went there to go and enjoy himself. He's not there to go and don't let them deceive you with that kind of stupid talk saying he went to Germany for us. He did not went to Germany for us. They have been in power for 5 years. What do you mean that he went to Germany for who? For his pocket. He's not the minister of power. It's Fashola. Because it's this same Abakari that control Abuja. He control everything. He's the one in power. We did not vote for him. We don't even vote for Buhari. The Buhari ring 2009 last year election. Then now it's Abakari is in power now. Now they throw him out of Abuja. He's sick in one room there. Buhari himself is sick in one room. It is left for Asorok now. Is for Aisha Buhari. I know. Osinbajo is not in charge. Osinbajo is a slave there. Our boy is a slave. Let him not have this mind of thinking he will be president too, for instance, because that man is so dull. We said Jonathan was dull. Osinbajo is more dull than Jonathan. He's more dull. Give that kind of a man the mantle of leadership. Let him be president today. Osinbajo will be worse than Buhari. Let me tell you, Benin people say, Erudio ere. Anao dino menye. That's what Benin people say. Erudio ere. Anao dino menye. The most charismatic vice president we have ever seen in that country is Atiku. I am not saying Atiku is perfect or is not corrupt. They are all thieves, they are all corrupt. That is not what I'm talking about. But the charisma, the boldness, at least to challenge a vice president who is not a pushover, who can challenge the president and say, no, I'm a vice president. I matters too. That's Atiku. The rest are just dumb baby. The rest are dumb baby. So it's only Atiku. I'm not saying Atiku is my friend, but they are all the same. Fulani na Fulani. Fulani na Fulani. It doesn't matter whether you build house near you or whether you give them house, whether you Fulani na Fulani. It is Fulani interest. Look at how Buhari is running, is ruining this country. Have you ever seen any governor from the north will come out openly and call Buhari clueless? Look at the north. Look at what is going on now. Buhari government. Look at how they are running this country, how they are ruining that monkey country. Have you ever seen any northern governor who come out and say this president is a clueless president or criticize Buhari? Fulani don't do that. Fulani don't do that. But it's only here in South. Let's say, for instance, now, Tinubu is the president, God forbid. But let's say Tinubu is the president. But you will see a Southern president who will come out and be calling him all sorts of names. Let's say Osinbajo is the president. A Southern governor will come out and be calling him all sorts of names. Let's say Obi is the president, Peter Obi. You will see a Southern governor will come begin to attack him. Let's say, for instance, whoever from the South is the president, or Obaseki is the president. You will see a Southern governor will come begin to insult him. Look at the way Buhari, those northern governors, the northerners, they see their president as God. Those northern governors, they see Buhari as a prophet, as God. No one dared insult him or criticize him publicly because they have this love for themselves. And that is what we lack in the South. We don't have this love. That's the reason why. If we unite in the South, you see all this problem of resource sharing. How can a region like the Southwest, the great Southwest, the Ododuwa people, will be asking for resource sharing for years? The Fulani will say no. How can the Southeast people, the Igbo, the Biafrans, will be asking for resource sharing? The Fulani will say no. It's for you to know. It is because of the disunity among us in the South. It is because of the disunity among us. That is the reason why. That's why when you see the Southwest governors, they don't without their they put their religion differences aside, the party problem aside, PDP or no APC, they join together to create a Amatekon. You see the North begin to get worried. The North begin to get scared. They were running Etasketa. Why should the Yorubas form Amatekon? They were not after Amatekon. What they were afraid of is the unity. It's the unity. Because they never thought it would happen. The Yoruba APC and the Yoruba PDP will come together and say, we have to defend our people. We have to create Amatekon to defend our people. But when they saw that, they were afraid. They were afraid because they know if the North have been benefiting from our vicinity for too long. For too long. And if we don't defend ourselves, this Fulani will take it by force. Don't be deceived and say, no, don't let them fool you with this one Nigeria thing. Can't you see Buhari sick now? As Buhari is sick now, what they are afraid of now, Buhari should not die. Not Buhari should not die. They don't really, Buhari should not die. But if they are praying for Buhari not to die, for instance, so that power will not come to the South. That's it. Let me tell you people something. Our problem, the North and South, it's not the masses in the. Can't you see a country? I mean, a region that like Buhari as a president from the North to. I want to make something clear here. From the North, all the chief security officers from the North, the IG of police from the North, the army chief Buruta from Bornu, where the Boko Haram are killing people. Still, they cannot kill Boko Haram. You think Nigerian government cannot kill Boko Haram? No. Nigerian government can destroy Boko Haram. But the problem here is that the North they need Boko Haram. Because that is the only opportunity. It's like Boko Haram is the milk now. Is how they make their treasury. They use Boko Haram. You know, can't you see how much they are allocating now? They were planning to borrow money. 2.30 billion again. It's for the North. They have to add some projects in the Southwest so that just to deceive the Southwest people. The Southeast is not included. I don't think even South is included. All this money, they want to borrow money to do their project all in the North. Go to Abuja, you see train to Kaduna, train to Kano, train to Katsina, train to this. our Delta oil money. Come to Edo, no train. Delta, Bayelsa, hey. Oh, look, the only place we see is only Lagos. Why are they using our oil money, developing their land? They don't even care for their poor masses. You see IDP camp. When we say the North, we're not talking about the poor masses. All those people living in IDP camp. We are talking about the elites. We are talking about these people in government. You know, there's something about these northern people. When they pray sometimes, they'll say, may God bless you so that you can bless me. So they see, that's why I said, they see these people in power as their God. They cannot rebel against them. So, but when the power comes to the south, for instance, then those people in power can brainwash these idiots. They are poor masses that have no brain, that have not been to school before, who don't have no nothing. They will not brainwash them to go and be, destroying government property, to be protesting, saying no, power is supposed to come to the north, power is supposed to come to the north. So what I am saying here is this: let the South unite. If the South can unite, that's the only way. That's the only way out. Nigeria is finished. There is nothing anybody can do. Nigeria must fall. But the only way to sustain this Nigeria is to restructure this country. Let every region take care of themselves. Since 1960 up to now, we are talking about 60 years. 60 years is enough to restructure that country. We have look at the North. They said they know nothing about restructuring. Don't mind them. They are deceiving themselves. But they want you to understand the meaning of Ruga. Ask yourself, what is the meaning of Ruga? Ruga means chase them away in Hausa language. Ruga means chase them. They want you to give them their ancestral land. They expect you to understand their language, to give them your ancestral land. But you have been crying for restructuring. They said they don't know anything about restructuring. You see how hypocrite. You see how they are deceiving you. You see how they are deceiving us in the South. That is the reason why I said there is no need for the Southeast fighting the Southwest. There is no need for the Southwest fighting the South-South. That is the reason why I see some Southeast people. They will be saying there is nothing like South-South. I don't look at them, I laugh. I say, my people, grow some sense. Grow some sense. There is South-South. When you begin to tell people there is no South-South, it is Southeast. The Fulani divide it just to cause disunity in the South. You are causing more enemy. That is the reason why it is very difficult sometimes for the South-South to at least to unite with the Southeast. Forget about what the South-South people call themselves. Whether you come from South-South or you come from Southeast or you come from Southwest or South, or what matters, we are all in the South. If we don't unite now, they will keep deceiving us, using and dumping us like this. How can a Yoruba man, a professor, a pastor like Osibanjo, is the vice president of Nigeria, and things are going like this? Now that Buhari is in hiding, Buhari is sick now, very sick now. They are hiding it from us. What is Osibanjo doing? Where is Osibanjo here? Who is in charge here? Don't worry. I am saying this now that Buhari is seriously sick and they are hiding it from us. You might be thinking it is propaganda. I'm just saying it because I don't like Buhari. Why should I even like Buhari? Did Buhari like me? Did Buhari like you? I don't. They keep saying whenever we talk, we don't like Buhari. Why should I have liked Buhari? Is it my fault to like Buhari? Did Buhari like you? If Buhari like you, at least by now, I mean, Chief of Buruta is supposed to be changed by now. If he had been there for years, for 4 or 5 years, and they are still killing people in Borno, he would try somebody from the Yoruba, from the Southwest, or general from the Southeast. If really we are one Nigeria. If the police the same thing. If people are not delivering, you put somebody, okay, take charge of this thing, and the person not, you change Hausa Fulani for Fulani. When Fulani done something wrong, you change him, put another Fulani. Yoruba man done something wrong, you change Yoruba man, put Fulani. We are in 2020 because we in the South, we are tolerated Buhari nonsense enough. So people begin to see it as normal thing. It is not normal. The tribalism is too much. The nepotism is too much. That is the reason why when sometimes we say Nigerian youth, I laugh. There is nothing like Nigerian youth. you want to talk to the youth, you'll say Southern youth. There is something like Nigeria youth. Nigeria is a divided kind of country. The youth in the north and the youth in the south, they don't reason alike. We are different people. Oyibo just force us together by force. That is the reason why you see our people from the IPOB, sometimes they blame the British. I don't blame British like that. I blame British for uniting us together, but not like that. When British unite us together, it was regional kind of government. Every region have to rule themselves. We destroyed by ourselves. Now none but ourselves can free ourselves. Oyibo cannot do it for us. If we want to free ourselves, it's only we the Nigerians that can free ourselves. By starting from restructuring, without resource sharing, let every region go their own way. This government of about the work, Moki the chop, enough is enough of it. Buhari is seriously sick, and they are hiding it from us. I take coronavirus. Now that it's not killing the poor masses, kill these people, these fools in government, because they have no use for us. When we say Buhari will fail, they said it is because of Jonathan lose election. It's not clear to everybody now. Buhari have nothing to offer. Buhari have nothing to offer. Mandela was 71. He said he will not go for second term. They freed him when he was 71 years. 71. He ruled South Africa when he was 74, 75. They said he should come for the second time. He said no. He is 74 years. He's old. Let the young stars do it. But Buhari was 74, 75 when he said he want to rule Nigeria. He was 77 last year. He is supposed to say, I am 77. I ruled this country before for almost 2 years in the 80s. I have ruled now for 4 years. It's okay for me. Let's give chance for the youngsters. But Buhari will say no. Because he believes Nigeria is for him. He believes it is their birthright. He wants to die there. Then 2023, Buhari will be 80-something years. A man like that who don't have certificate. There's that kind of a man. That man wish you well. 2023, Buhari will be 83. 2023, Buhari will be 83. He have no certificate. Whenever he goes out, they will write what he will say for him. Sometimes that's why when you see when they ask him a question, sometimes somewhere, maybe at UN, whatever, it will be they will ask him a question, be reading the one they wrote for him, which absolutely different from the question they ask him sometimes. You'll be reading from the book. Anything Buhari said, this one they said he should come and say. You see that book, that note, when they said he should address the nation, it was instead of a COVID, he was saying COVID. It was the thing they wrote for him. It was the one they said we should go and read. He have nothing in his brain. Buhari have nothing to offer. Nothing at his age. What did you expect? It's not because it is Buhari. People like that is always like that. Buhari have never achieved anything in his life. He became a president by force. He left there, nothing. He had no company where people work. What they do, that's why they were calling him poor. Because the money Abacha, they stole during Abacha. That was the money he used to be sponsoring his children in UK school in UK. They were deceiving you. That is the reason why. How can a president who always say Abacha was not corrupt, who always say Abacha is a good man, and every day he is the one receiving Abacha loot? A president who will tell you Abacha was not corrupt, Abacha was a good man, and he is the one receiving Abacha loot every day, receiving Abacha loot. Abacha loot every day. So it's to tell you, those are the people. PTF. He was about to be probed. It was Obasanjo that forgave him. Obasanjo that when Obasanjo took over power. A man who have not achieved or have something you can say or write a book. All the past presidents, they will write a book about how they rule Nigeria how they came to power. But they have nothing like that. It was always a sadist. A man who still think we are in the 80s. Why we say things like this? Not because we hate him per se. We are telling you the gospel truth. We are telling you the truth. This man have nothing. He's supposed, at the age of 77 last year, supposed to say, I said Mandela left power when he was 73, 74. He left power when he was 73, 74. Now, Buhari was 77. He could not say no. He want to die there. He will be 83. He'll be 83, 84 in 2023. He's in power. This man, Abakare, is ruling. He is in power. He's supposed to be the one. He's supposed to be the president. But Abakare is the one controlling this in Aso Rock, ruling in Aso Rock. We did not vote for Abakare. We don't vote for Abakare. Abakare have no business in going to Germany. If somebody must go to Germany, he's supposed to be the minister of transport, power. Fashola should be the one to do that. Not Abakare. Abakare is almost the same years, if not even older than Buhari. What does those old men know? Those men are supposed to be in their retirement home or in one ranch with their grandchildren there. Animals in power. How can the South? How can people? That's the reason why I was criticizing this Felana. Femi Felana, you will see that man. Forget that man. That man cannot deceive me. He will come and be talking blah blah blah. People be clapping for what? Femi Falana ever? They are the people who brought this nemesis upon us. Brought Buhari to power. Now he cannot openly condemn Buhari. He must add Babangida. He must add Obasanjo. He must add Jonathan. No, we know the crime of Obasanjo. Don't add Obasanjo again. Show him some respect, because Obasanjo government is more better than this nonsense we are seeing now. Don't add Jonathan to it again. Don't add Babangida to it again. Enough of this nonsense. You want to criticize Buhari? Go straight to criticize Buhari. You can't come out and criticize Buhari without adding Obasanjo, without adding Babangida. Those guys have done their own. They have left power for years. Adding them to it, to me, it doesn't make sense. You are deceiving yourself. If you cannot criticize Buhari or Ali straight, then don't talk. Just Wole Soyinka just be Wole Soyinka, he's shut up now. He can't talk now. It's ashamed of himself now. He's part of those that was singing hallelujah, dancing like monkey at Jota, that Jonathan must go. Jonathan must go. Jonathan is out now. People, let them all rally now. All rally now. You know, Jonathan, you all rally. Nobody kill you. Nobody fight you. Nobody charge you for treason. All rally now. Jonathan might be bad. I'm not saying, look, Jonathan have his own problem. Jonathan he's not a bad Jonathan here. Say bad the truth. Say the truth. Don't be bad Jonathan. Jonathan government was corrupt. Jonathan government was corrupt. Everybody know that. People steal money, yeah. Are they not stealing money now? Are this government not corrupt? Are they not stealing money now? Baru took $25 billion from NNPC. They cover it up. They said no, it was a mistake. He didn't tell this our guy, this Igbo guy. He didn't tell him. He didn't tell his boss this and that. That I say okay. We are waiting for another government to come in and come and start this probing. Who took that 25? You guys forget about 4 years ago. Buhari was just, I think, 1 year in power. Baru took $25 billion from NNPC without telling his boss. He is not the boss. Buhari is the Minister of Petroleum. And which the person, what is the name of this, our guy there, this Igbo guy? He didn't tell him. They collect that 25. Then they come and tell us stories. Oh, is this, is that, is that. I said, okay, no problem. But don't worry. Another government will come and they will start to investigate that money. Is it a minor? Minor who stole, they said they are not corrupt, who stole millions. And Jonathan government were looking for this man. He ran away. But Buhari government, they reinstated this guy. Gave him position, gave him money. When we started crying and said, this man is a wanted person who stole money. They now come and tell us Buhari is not aware. Look, We are not saying Jonathan was not corrupt. But you can't compare Jonathan with Buhari. They not be the same level. They not be the same level. You can't compare Jonathan with Buhari. Jonathan might be corrupt, but is Jonathan wicked? We have a wicked old man as a president. Which I know. This man is absolutely wicked. This man is absolutely wicked. So when I told my people, I said, look, there was nothing like Chibo's girls. There was nothing like Chibo's girls. They used Chibo's girls just to wrestle power, to kick Jonathan away. That's what I said. Nobody believed me. There was nothing like Chibo's girls. There was nothing like Chibo's girls. You remember when this Chibo girls nonsense started, when they said they stole over 200 girls? The president of the day then said it was a lie. It was a lie. It was them, Tinubu, Obasanjo, all those Saraki that started telling the world, Jonathan clueless, Jonathan this. They stole over 200 something girls. Jonathan did not say anything. Before Jonathan began to say, okay, really, the Boko Haram stole over 200. The Boko Haram will steal over 200 girls. Take them to where? Take them to where? It was all lies. All those women that was crying. It was the people that when Boko Haram throw bomb must have killed their children. They come and tell them it was Boko Haram. They came. How can Boko Haram to kidnap 200 girls? That means you must come with 4 or 5 lorries. How can you do that in broad daylight? You remember they said they should not. There was a exam that was coming. They said no, they should forget about that exam. They should not write the exam there in that school. They still went ahead. The headmaster, the principal of that school, they now promoted that guy, the person to commissioner under Buhari. And the governor, Jonathan is a bad man, the president in Aso Rock. But the governor there, who was the governor when they kidnapped the girls, is now a senator now. You see how these people are fooling you. The person who was the principal, he got promoted. He became a commissioner. The governor of the state is now a senator. They said the president far away in Abuja is the devil. You see, Jonathan is the devil. You see how they are deceiving you. Immediately our bring back our girls, Obi Kwesili organizing nonsense, protest, bring back our girls. What happened when Buhari took over power? They warned her. Don't ever try that nonsense again. If you try it, she ran away. There is no more protest. Bring back our guests again. Bring back our. No, it was all lies. It was Obama plan. That's why when they took over power, the first person they went to go and thank is Obama. You remember when Obama sent Kerry to come and meet with northern leaders alone? You remember that time? That is why I will never forgive Obama. To never be well with Obama is the reason for this nonsense. This nonsense in Nigeria. That's why we always love Trump. Trump will always succeed. That's why I'm telling our people that is fighting for freedom in the South. If you want to fight for freedom, go out there. You can't get your freedom on social media. Go out there. You have good presidents in America. You will not allow these people to kill you. Look at what they want to do to Sowore the other day. They start to show interest. This idiot in power got scared and they released Sowore. Go out there, go and fight for your Biafra, not on social media. Trump is a good man. He will not allow these people to keep killing you. Because you know what these Muslims are all about. You know what they want to do in Nigeria. It is ethnic cleansing. Look the other day, what is the name of this man, Udume? Senator Udume was talking nonsense, saying all over the world, it's South that always complain, marginalization of the South. But thank God for FFK, Fani Kayode, makes him understand should stop that nonsense. Your people are going about killing our people. You are saying we should just take it like that. It is always South crying for all over the world. What kind of nonsense talk is that? So my people, let me cut this program short here. Let us, we in the South, love ourselves. If we know that Nigeria is not working for us, let's unite. The Southwest people, Stop fighting the southeast. Southeast, stop fighting the southwest. Stop fighting the southwest. Let us unite. Because they know if we unite, that's the only way we will be free. Because in this country, like I said before, look at how Buhari running that country. A northern governor cannot say Buhari is clueless. But if it is the southerner that is running Nigeria like this, you see the south will be the one first to be talking nonsense. In this country, Boko Haram went to Yobe State, kidnapped 100 and something girls. They brought them back in broad daylight. The locals were clapping for them. They were hailing them. This is for you to know. This government and the Boko Haram, they are like this. They are 5 and 6. All these things Boko Harams are doing, they are well of it. They just want Boko Haram to remain. That's where they get their billions from. Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. In this country, the military bombed IGP camp 2 times. IGP camp. 2 times. They did not bomb Buhari's house in Castina. They did not bomb any senator's house. They bombed IGP camp 2 times. Because there was this bag of rice the China that gave to Nigeria as a gift. Those corrupt northern politicians, they share it among themselves. When the investigation started, so where is those rice? It is why you order it and say they should start distributing those rice to these poor people in the camp. So for the truth not to come out, army have to go and bomb IJK camp 2 times. They call it a mistake in this country. It's for you to know who you are dealing with. The northern problem, leave it for them. Let us focus in the south. Let us unite in the south. For whatever is happening to them, they planned it. This the elite in power planned it. Let us unite in the south. Without unity, we will never be free. You come from south to southeast to southeast, doesn't matter. If we can unite, that's the only way. And for you that is shouting before I stop this video, restructuring might not come now. Because Obasanjo was there for 8 years. He did not restructure this country. Jonathan was there for 6 years. He did not restructure this country. You want a full animal who like it the way it is to come and restructure it for you. You are daydreaming. They will not restructure this country. We will always talk and talk. They will not restructure this country. Your brother, Yoruba man, he go there, he restructure them. The Europe, we are crying marginalization. Also Fulani marginalize us. Fulani killing us. When Obasanjo was there, which did he empower the Yorubas to be on top? No, he was placing the north. When Jonathan were there 6 years, did he empower the South people, his people, to be on top? Then why are you crying that Buhari is empowering his people? Wait for your turn. When your time comes, restructure this country. Empower your people. Dismantle the Fulanis. Then restructure this country. That's all I have to say. Thank you and God bless.
Hope una don hear from our brother MacD. Make we continue to expose these people. Make we continue to expose them. If una won't believe me, if una want to say these things, the way we talk about them, say they really affect them. Make una check how they take this social media be serious. They say they won't tackle people where they come social media come they talk. Say what they talk most of the time na fake news. Most of the time they say na fake news. They know say no be fake news. Now true. Now people they talk and that truth they pepper them. They don't want hear that truth. If they pepper them for body, they won't talk now. They say na fake news. Now people they carry. And at the end, that thing where they call fake news, it will come out as real. Say, now true be this thing. Where they happen. So, make una no forget to share this video. Every video where person talk about all these bad politicians, make una share them well. Because the reason why they tell you make una share them well. If they pepper them. If they pepper them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube channel. Make una no forget to share the video.